Hello, and welcome to the Ace Attorney trilogy. So, yeah, as it says, this is a trilogy which has Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. So yeah, we're gonna start with the original Ace Attorney, and if you guys want me to play the other ones, I will. But start with this one. Well, I guess start with episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout? Yes. Okay. Okay, oh, is that blood? Yep, yeah, that's blood. That's a lot of blood. Why me? I don't know. I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. I think I know who did it. Someone like him. What's with the thing on your forehead? I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Well, that's not a good thing to see here. Right! Hello. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. I need to do a female voice. Great. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Oh my, oh no. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. I guess I'm Phoenix? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Apparently. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well then. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I cannot do a female voice. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? I hope not. Yeah, it's him. Great, this is the dude I have to defend. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Is this the dude I have to defend? Sounds like he wants to die. Oh really? What gave you that idea? Yeah. Same, Phoenix. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. This is the dude I have to defend. His name is Butts. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Well, you were saying you did it. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me, who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Thanks. Here's the story. Now, this is a story all about. My first case is a fairly simple one. Well, there's the dead woman. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, he has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Great. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, and I owe him one. That's why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Yeah! Okay. August 3rd, 10 a.m. This is District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright. Oh, we're in the courtroom now. Oh, I have to do an old man voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. Really now? For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Bro, do they do this in court? They just have pop quizzes? Yes, Your Honor. Apparently. Gulp. Hand shaking, eyesight fading, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. What happens if I say it was me? Me. The defendant is me, right? Right, have you completely lost your mind? Focus! The defendant is the person on trial. You're his lawyer. Oh, yeah, right. This is no laughing matter. You did pass the bar, didn't you? Did I? Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Ah, yes, it was Mia. The, defendant? That's, Mia Fey. He's not even confident in his answer. Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. Oh, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? I'm pretty sure there is, my dude. Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get. I'll put my foot in it this time. I've got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. Dude, clean out your ears. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It is Larry Butts, Your Honor. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. See, he's confident this time. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. Whew, I know this one. Glad I wrote the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? No. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Okay, who is the victim in this case? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Yeah. Profiles. What does that mean? Oh, that's the people. Mia Fey, age 27. Chief attorney at Fey & Co. My boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, age 23. Defendant in this case. A likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Alright, Cindy Scone, Stone, age 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. I'm recording at the moment. I'm recording. I can't really have you in here. You're just gonna be off on the side, taking up space. Winston Payne, age 52. Yeah. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Okay, so this is the victim, Cindy Stone. It is Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... That's a great question. I didn't check this. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. 7:31, Jesus Christ. It was June 31st, July 31st, Jesus Christ. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Oh, really now. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh boy. This is my first case. Hello, Larry. Yeah, Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumps. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Oh. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She
took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
She's dead. I don't think you're supposed to be disrespecting her.
Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ooh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That... I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? My neck, my throat is gonna be hating me.
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, he went.
What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Wait, hold on. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude. Oh. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Alright, well.
Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Why is his name Sawit?
Gee. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. It says testimony in the corner. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Okay, that's probably important.
The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Itchy nose. Why?
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Bro. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Good question, my man. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. Oh, no. What exactly am I supposed to do? Good question. Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Was he? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Was your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the tab. Then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, let's do this. Okay, cross-examination. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby apartment and found a public phone. Okay. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with the tab. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that contradicts this testimony and present it to the court. Okay. So, no, not present tab. Court record. Thinker, it's rather heavy. Okay. Wait a minute here. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up here. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hold on. Let's see here. 1 p.m. 4 to 5.
Objection!
Take that, sir. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Got the receipts. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. A woman is dead, and you're here making jokes. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Science, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Thanks, Mia. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, witness testimony. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Wait, hold on. Wasn't there a blackout? I see. Heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Got it. There was a blackout. Cross-examination. There was a blackout. How could she be watching the television? I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. There was a blackout. There was a blackout at her house. Her apartment. Same thing. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well... The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Come on. Witness testimony. Hearing the time. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Was there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. It's a statue. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Cross-examination. I'm just jamming to the music. But it's a statue, not a clock. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawyer. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may? Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? I feel like, if I say no, then I feel like I'm done. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim. He went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? I don't know. I don't know his voice. This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock. I heard. No, I saw. Yeah. What? Just. Shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. My throat hurts. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? This whole case is riding on this. You better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors. Examine the clock's batteries. You're trying sounding the clock. Try sounding the clock, I guess, because these two don't make sense. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Well, the music turned off, so that helps. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we have heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:20. It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem that the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Rats. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Thanks. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I'll try. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright. You
say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Okay, so why would the clock be running slow? It's not because she died. It's because the clock is made. It's because the clock was bad. Hold on. Wait. So if she's going, if she went from, I guess, the U.S. to Paris. So from the U.S. to France, there would be a time difference, right? I mean, I've never been to France, but there would be a time difference. Time zones that exist. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours, apparently. And it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? A woman is dead. Yeah. Oh, he just started frothing at the mouth. Where'd he go?
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty. Confetti. Celebration. Yay. Hit my elbow.
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. I don't know what you were about to say, but it's probably not a good idea. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. His name is Larry. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. The murder weapon. A present? For me? Wait, isn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. A murder weapon on my shelf. Yo, Nick. Well, it got very serious. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I don't know. Here. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Just count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Okay, then. Brand new episode has been added. Well, saving content. Save your progress? Yes, absolutely. Select a slot here. Nice. 44 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So go back. No, leave. Spoilers. How do I stop this? Whatever. Okay, so I guess it's just gonna be on this screen. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Comment if you have anything on your mind. I'll try to read and respond to as many as I can. There should be a video popping up on the screen. Watch it if you want. And subscribe if you want to see more. Alright, bye-bye. See you next time. Go.
Fuck.